Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name Thomas. I am a solution consultant for the Autodesk Media Entertainment. Today we will see about the seamless 3D production, especially integrating from the Autodesk Flow Studio. I think previously Flow Studio is the Wonder Dynamic, yeah, as the company who produced the AI, yeah, for the mocap, yeah, and also for the today we're talking about how to integrations about the Maya. Yeah. So talking about the Flow Studio itself, Flow Studio right now is the everybody talking about the Flow Studio. Yeah. Why? Because Flow Studio it will be changed. Yeah, it will be changed. Yeah, especially for the creating for the pre-visualization storyboard. Yeah, and we will see. Yeah, later how can the integrations about the Flow Studio into the Maya. Okay. So we jump to the key takeaway for today. So we have a 4 point here. And before we jump to the Flow Studio demo, so we need to know the what is the Flow Studio. Yeah, and the second, who using the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, because there is a lot of questions. Yeah, who using and what is the Flow Studio. And also, we will see about the established previs. Yeah, let's say if you running the pre-visualizations, and what the difference once you have adoptions, the pre-visualization with the Autodesk Flow Studio. Okay, and the end we will see about the integrations between the Autodesk Flow Maya. And again, Flow Studio also provide with the other DCC applications. Yeah, not only the Maya. Let's say if you own the Blender, so you can add the Blender into the Autodesk Flow Studio. Okay. So, what is the Flow Studio? I think the Flow Studio is the Wonder Dynamic company. Yeah, previously, I think what's the key features? Yeah, in industry Flow Studio. Yeah, for the markless motion capture. Yeah, when you see, yeah, this is I think the previous one when I selling the motion capture hardware. So yeah, maybe if you see at below, yeah, this is more advanced. Yeah, because yeah, I still remember when I selling the motion capture. Yeah, motion capture. I think with the cable. Yeah, yeah. I think is that the price is a bit higher. Yeah, but I believe this should motion capture is more expensive, and also if you're running your own business for 3D animations, the motion capture is not I think not cheaper lah. Yeah, so you need to actor to do, and even though the device, the important thing, the device, that's why I think the Autodesk Flow Studio is a bit maybe I can say this is a breakthrough, breakthrough for the motion capture. And again, the key feature from the Autodesk Flow Studio that can be adaptations to cross-platform compatibility. Compatibility, like I said before. So let's say you on the Blender, so there is add-on. There is add-on Blender. There is let's say if you on the Unreal Engine, they have add-on. Yeah, that's why this Autodesk Flow Studio can working with the cross-platform compatibility. Yeah, I think number one is markless motion capture. Yeah, because let's say you want to capture your animation, you want to create some your own motion capture data. So you only have the phone with the camera, and then you can you can capture everything, the video, and then you can bring into the Autodesk Flow Studio, and Autodesk Flow Studio will be doing with the AI technology. Yeah, that's why this is uh, the good uh, the good approach in the animation, because I believe there is a lot of AI in the market, but I'm really happy because Autodesk Flow or Wonder Dynamic is a part right now is the Autodesk and then when you see this is the AI power workflow, of course, all the things you do inside in the cloud. So let's say, hey, I have the lower spec of your computer. Yeah, can, because it will be working inside in cloud. Yeah, your data, your video will be captured. Your will be capture, yeah. After you capture your video, and then you can bring, yeah, your video to the cloud, and then Autodesk Flow Studio will be do with the AI. Yeah. That's why this is the key features, yeah, for the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah. So yeah, again, what is the Flow Studio? Maybe this video can bring you what is the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, let me play.
They say all great stories start with a sense of wonder. And what if bringing those stories to life wasn't limited by our resources, but only by our imagination? Welcome to Wonder Studio, where making movies with CGI is as simple as selecting your actor and assigning a character. The system uses AI to track the actor's performance across cuts and automatically animates, lights, and composes the CG character directly into the scene. Whether it's one shot or a full sequence, Wonder Studio analyzes and captures everything from body motion, lighting, compositing, camera motion, and it even tracks the actor's facial performance. All the artist needs is a camera. Filmmaking is a medium of creativity and collaboration between artists. There's no AI that can replace that. Wonder Studio was built to empower those artists while still keeping the existing 3D process in mind. Alongside the rendered results, Wonder Studio gives you the ability to export the individual layers you need to deliver your final visual effects shot. Whether it's lighting, camera, or animation, you can maintain full control and make detailed adjustments in 3D space. From the paintbrush, to the typewriter, to the camera, tools have always been an extension of the artist, a means to help our voices be heard. With Wonder Studio, we hope the world hears yours.
Okay, that's the Autodesk Flow Studio or the Wonder Studio. Okay, so who using the Autodesk Flow Studio? Yeah, I think will be next, like a film and TV, game development. Also, the usage is the for the capture realistic character, and also the for the content creator. This is more easy because if you, let's say, you own your own CG, then you have the camera phone, and then you capture, and then you can bring your scene data, yeah, to the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, I think it's more easy and more creative. Yeah, and also for the in animation industry, yeah, let's say they want to convert live action performance into full rig. Yeah, can you imagine if you, yeah, let's say we starting from the creating the storyboard, or we call the pre-visualization. Yeah, so how many times you, let's say, hey, this scene I want to change, yeah, and then the next after you submit your previsualizations, and then hey, the camera need to change to the follow of direction, this and this. Yeah, I think takes time, but yeah, I believe in Autodesk Flow Studio can help. Yeah, can help artists, yeah, to positioning, to see the camera. Even they can import the AI motion data. Yeah, I think later, yeah, I will show you how to do. Yeah, because this is the good idea. Yeah, to give you some idea. Yeah, who using the Autodesk Flow Studio? Yeah, in the market. Yeah, it is will be changed. Yeah, especially from the pre-productions. Yeah, I think this is will be changed. Okay, yeah. So this is the idea. Yeah. So this is the idea, the storytelling, pre-visualization implementations with the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah. Like I said before, this is the, so I can say so the traditional lah. Maybe the existing. Yeah, the existing storyboard storytelling workflow. Yeah, starting everything from the idea. So you're writing your script, and then yeah, maybe you can doing inside in Photoshop, yeah, in Paint, any application Paint, and then even you can do in manual storyboarding. Yeah, I think this is hard sometimes talking about the camera, the camera angle, I think, and then instantly, when you see the character, everything there. So I think the focus when you do all the things inside in storytelling, your storytelling, until we do the revisions, so you do in same I think many application, like Photoshop. So even you can bring, let's say you own the Maya, so you build your, I think the rough, the rough character, the camera, anything, so everything you need to, I think takes time, how to give some idea, to the project leader, project manager, so that's why this is the storytelling with Autodesk Flow Studio, so the idea, the script, anything you can write down in manually, but since the Autodesk Flow Studio, this is the AI scene generation. Let's say, hey, I want to take this scene, this scene with the pose, and then you can bring your phone and then you capture, your colleague. Then you can bring the data, the footage. You can bring the footage into the Autodesk Flow Studio, and AI will be capture, and then you can have the result. This is more, I think, faster. More faster. So that's why, so you can integration. Let's say, hey, I have the environment, you building the team environment, with the team environment, and then they creating some asset. So you can bring your data to motion capture data from this Autodesk Flow Studio, to your scene with Maya, even Blender, Unreal, everything there. So they can collaborate. That's why this is more, give some shorter lah, shorter pace to how to we do some storytelling. Okay, this is give you some idea, what the positioning, the positioning of the Autodesk Flow Studio, in the production pipelines. Okay, so this is the, so I can say this is the issue lah, I think the issue, the traditional or the existing one, starting for the motion capture. I think everybody can avoid using the motion capture device, because the expensive, the price is expensive, so you need the room, everything you need to set up. I think, except if you own, if you already own the motion capture, this is the acceptable. But let's say if you starting, your own project, this is help you to do with the Autodesk Flow Studio, rather than the motion capture by motion capture device. And also about the live actions, I think if you ask the content creator, do some live actions, I think, sometimes it's a bit hard, how to especially for the motion capture, for the live actions. So this is the issue coming the traditional or existing VFX approach to productions. So number one is to slow, limit creativity. Of course, too expensive. When you have the motion capture suite, motion capture the hardware or device, this is for the very, I think it's too expensive. That's why this is give you some idea. Hey, how about to trying, how about to trying with the Autodesk Flow Studio? This is a good idea. Okay, so this is the issue. This is the issue. In the traditional VFX approach. So so we can see directly the demo. Demo Autodesk Flow Studio to Maya pipeline. So before we jump into the pipeline, the first, this is the interface, of the Flow Studio. So the Flow Studio, there is four, I think, category. The first, you can trying the Autodesk Flow Studio, as a free, but there is a limited. There is a free. So you can, let's say you can create your Autodesk login account, Autodesk account, then you can apply, inside this Autodesk Flow Studio. So after you log in, there is the interface. Yeah. So when you see my screen right now, this is the feature template. Yeah, there is a template. Yeah, they already had there for template, so you can try each template. Let's say, hey, I want to see the live actions. Yeah, so you can go to the live actions. So even though this is the character, yeah, this is the character that the Autodesk provide. Yeah, so you can use it, but yeah, but I don't yeah, but I believe, yeah, this is cannot do some final production lah, because this is belong the Autodesk. Yeah, belong the Autodesk. Yeah, I believe this is only for you. Let's say, hey, I want to use this character as a previs. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they, yeah, this possible. Yeah, so this is the plan. Yeah, I think later I will show you there is plans. Yeah, when you choose the first, yeah, of course you can choose the free. Yeah, so you can try the free one, but again, free is limited. Yeah, function. Yeah, so you can go there. Okay, so I play. So the first, when you create the project, there is a 4 template. The first is live action easy, which means if you choose the free, yeah, so you only can go with the live action easy. Yeah, let's say, hey, I want to do some I have the asset. Yeah, so I collaborate with the asset teams. Yeah, the environment team. Yeah, so I want to put in the environment. Yeah, the data environment into the, let's say, combined with this Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, so there is no options, only for free, only the live actions. And the second, there is the live action advance, which means live action advance. Yeah, so you can there is a feature like foot contact. Sometimes when you capture, yeah, the motion capture, yeah, I think the foot is not to contact the floor, yeah, to the ground. Yeah, there is a feature. Hey, this is look like the floating, floating. Yeah, sometimes, hey, I want to the character is in touch to the ground. Yeah, that's why there is a feature, yeah, inside in live action advance. And also, hey, I only need the AI motion capture, so I don't want to use the character because I have the IP. Yeah, IP, so you can use the AI motion capture data. Yeah, again, yeah, once you select it, let's say, okay, so I choose this is the action live or AI motion capture data, even though the animations, yeah, this include the motion prediction. Later I will show you the video what means the motion predictions. So I go with the live action advance. So once I click the continue, so this is the follow. Yeah, that's why everybody, yeah, that's why the Flow Studio everybody can do. Yeah, you just follow and there is a wizard. Yeah, step 1, step 2, and so on until you finish. Yeah, that's why this is the interface. And again, once you have the Flow Studio, you need to capture with your phone. Yeah, with your phone, the format. Yeah, you can export as the MP4 anything video. Yeah, AVI. Yeah, so you can MOV. Yeah, so you can import here, and then you can follow the step. Yeah, the first step is edit. Yeah, click the project. Yeah, upload. Yeah, where the video you can put. Let's say I put the folders, then I bring in, yeah, the project files. Then after that, yeah, you can pick which of to the frame, to the layers at the bottom. Yeah, this will be captured along of this your video. Yeah, let's say, so when I'm trying to capture, so I do the t-pose. Yeah, why t-pose? Because next I want to merge to with my character. Yeah, so if you own the CG, let's say you own CG character, yeah, I think better. Yeah, I think this is first time lah. If you first time do some motion capture, yeah, you want to embed your character. Yeah, or you can, let's say, in Maya you can use the human IK. Yeah, so you can embed your character. The first, I think, is more easy for you to do some T-pose. Yeah, that's why this capture. So I do the T-pose. Yeah, okay. So this is the template again. So you can pick which one character you want to put into your footage. And then after you put onto your footage, yeah. So I think you can scroll down. There is a lot. Or even if you own, let's say, hey, I have my own the CG character. So you can upload here. Yeah, later I will show you how to do. Yeah, but right now this only selected the character. There is a lot, and also the coming soon character we build there. Yeah, I think most update. Yeah, so this is the create character. If you own your CG, so you can create character, so you can name it, yeah, which character, and then you can create. Yeah. Okay, so I move. So yeah, this is the, yeah, let's say this is the my character. Yeah, later I will skip this first. Later I will show you how to do. Okay, so let's say there is a Bob character or something, or this robot character. So you just drag, yeah. Before you drag, and then you can follow the step. The step two, yeah. This gives the Flow Studio which the object you want to merge. Yeah. So let's say I have the four character, four object, yeah, or character, yeah, character object, yeah. So let's say this is me. There is a for my friend here, yeah, and then I want to embed it, yeah. Again, yeah, there is limited, yeah, there is limited, yeah. So let's say in this demo, I only show you only one character to embed, yeah. But maybe the question is that possible to do some more than one character? Yes, yeah, I will show you later. Yeah. Okay. So this is the step. Yeah, that's why this is the keep audio. Yeah, again, once you embed this character, they have a facial rig. Yeah, the facial rig. Yeah, let's say when you capture your footage and then you can talk. Hey, hello everybody, my name is, yeah, blah 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 blah, and then the character will be lip sync. Yeah, because the character default, there is a ability, yeah, they have, yeah, the characters is they have the face rig. Yeah, let's say if we create, let's say you create the character, the lip sync, yeah, on, is that possible? Yeah, for the moment, yeah, for the moment cannot. Yeah, but I believe next will be added, yeah, will be add into the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah. Okay. So after selected the actor, yeah, again, yeah, this demo I try more than one, yeah, more than one. That's why after this, when the click, yeah, the final next, there is a bit notification, like no arrow, but there is a notification. See, this is the advanced. Yeah, this is the different with the previous one, the basic one. Yeah, I mean the basic one. This advanced, there is a like a Fit IK advanced features, yeah, like the, let's say, the motion type. So you can, let's say, the Fit IK. This is, there is a some detail, some properties here, so you can adjust. Okay, let's say when you choose the scale character, even this character, I think I want to more bigger, yeah, create more bigger or smaller, so you can scaling, yeah. So these feature only available with the advanced. Yeah, if you choose the basic, let's say you when you're trying with the free one, yeah, free only the default, yeah, like click 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 until finish. Yeah, but the advanced live actions, this is the, I think, the benefits. There is like the, let's say, the fit, yeah, fit contact, yeah, fit context, yeah, fit context, yeah, fit context, this for the, the contact with this ground. Okay. Okay, so I continue again. Yeah, so I put a lot of, yeah, I think the end there is a notification, because this is not low. Yeah, why? Because this on footage, sorry, on this footage, this is only one, only me. Yeah, yeah. Let's say on the footage there is more than one. Can, yeah, but if you pull all the things, yeah, okay. Let's say, yeah, after you go to next, at the end there is this there is the options, yeah. So you can pick, yeah, which one, yeah. Let's say, hey, I want to do some 1080p or 70 2op, yeah. Or let's say, hey, I want to 4K, can. But this is again, this will be depend, yeah, depend the package you choosing. Yeah, that's why let's say when this the final step, yeah, before you bring all the data to the clouds, yeah. So you can choose, yeah, let's say, hey, on this only the 1080p, yeah, 4K I think is not available, yeah. But again, yeah, so this is the format, yeah, the format MP4, PNG, and there is a ProRes, yeah, ProRes for the compositing. And again, this is the important things, yeah, the export individual elements, yeah. Let's say, hey, I want to do after this, I want to have the AI mocap, so you need to activate, yeah. So let's say, hey, I want to do some let's say to do some the clean plate, so you can choose, yeah. Even you can choose the camera tracker, all the things will be export. So once you download, yeah, your data, yeah, I think the final result, so you have the zip file, the RAR file, yeah, the zip file, so you can extract inside the zip file. There is a camera tracker, yeah. I think the camera tracker is the .fbx, yeah, .fbx, the character path, alpha, mesh, and anything. But again, this is the export scenes. Let's say your pipeline using Blender, so you can activate the Blender, yeah, so you can get the blend file. Instead all the format, yeah, so they include the USD, yeah, the USD file, yeah, universal scene description, this one. Let's say the Maya scenes, the let's say the Unreal, yeah, Unreal also have. But maybe the question, how about the 3ds Max? 3ds Max is no, but as long as the FBX, I believe, yeah, I believe they can mix with the character inside in 3ds Max, yeah, using, let's say, the cat, yeah, the rig file, yeah, I think can possibility, but this is only the directly exclusive for the Maya, Blender, USD, and the Unreal file. Okay. So after, yeah, you can choose the any option here, the render file, the compositing files, yeah, the camera track, the character pose, yeah. Again, it will be there is notif, yeah, no worry, yeah. Because why? Because I told you before, so I put a lot of the character, yeah, only one scene, yeah. That's why once you put, yeah, a lot of character, a lot of template, sorry, yeah, a lot of template on your video, it will be notifications, yeah. Yeah, ini one with the character used in this project have the complex, yeah. Except you have the four, except you choose the pro package or the enterprise package, yeah. There is a maximum or minimum, yeah. Okay. So I continue here until, okay, and then they processing, yeah. Again, this processing, yeah, this processing, they put all into the cloud. So this is the process, is not your current computer, yeah. That's why, I only the lower spec is no worry, yeah. Why? Because everything they do inside in the cloud, okay. It's depend the bandwidth, yeah. It's depend the bandwidth. Sometimes they up down, up down. This is the sometimes getting slower, yeah. This is, see, once the file is already there, see, the lighting, everything, yeah, even the foot contact, yeah, it looks perfect lah, yeah, it looks perfect, yeah. Anything, because you don't need to let's say, yeah, let's say if you create some storyboard, yeah, when you capture everything, you need to camera, the follow camera, yeah, is, I think you will text, yeah, you dealing with the keyframe, everything you keyframe, put the keyframe, the camera, yeah, editing. But right now you only shoot or you by your phone, yeah, by your phone, and then the camera, yeah, will be tracked, yeah, AI will do, yeah, this AI, see, yeah, this is uh yeah, quite good lah, yeah. See, yeah, this is the way how to play around with this flow, Autodesk Flow Studio. Okay, we move on, yeah. After this, yeah, this demo show about the how to export, yeah, from Autodesk Flow Studio into do let's say I'm using Maya, yeah. So I want to do some I want to export to Maya. Okay, so before you export, yeah, this is the project, yeah. Currently if you project, then when you double click there is an option here at below. Yeah, this below options is, I think this is depend once you export. Yeah, there is option, right? You need to activate. Yeah, you need to activate. Hey, I want to camera tracker. So I click, yeah, to activate. Once you unclick or you don't to do some activate, yeah, I think you don't need you don't see any option here. Yeah, that's why you need to consider, yeah, which you want to export later on your project. Yeah, because once this project, yeah, running, yeah, I think you have there is a credits. Yeah, once you purchase there is a credit. Yeah, it depend the package. This will be cut the credit. Yeah, it depend durations. Yeah, how long, yeah, your capture animation complexity and so on, it will be cut, yeah, the credits or on this Autodesk Flow. Okay, so let's say trying to this yeah in this, yeah, even though I want to export the video, can, yeah, possibility. So this is the camera tracker AI mocap, can, yeah, okay, export. Yeah, so I choose here because I'm using Maya. Yeah, that's why I activate the Maya scenes before in options before I export my footage. Yeah, this will be automatically available, the scene on your scene. Okay, so this will be have the, oh, sorry, okay, once you export, there is zip files. Yeah, inside the zip files there is the FBX. Yeah, so you cannot find, let's say, the MAMB, even though if you using the Blender blend file, you don't even know. Yeah, even the first, yeah, the first, when you double click, yeah, there is, when you double click the folder, inside folder, yeah, there is MAMB or blend. Yeah, I think the first, when you double click, hey, where is the MAMB file or blend file? Yeah, so you couldn't see any file because the first there is a USD. Yeah, it will be linked. Yeah, once you import, it will be linked, yeah, to the file. Let's say there is a material. When you see, all the environment will be converted into the cloud data, right? This is the cloud data. Yeah, that's why focus on the character. Yeah, maybe the question, hey, where is the environment? Yeah, is that will be render, yeah, as the asset? Yeah, the answer is no. Yeah, because once you import into your DCC application, either Maya or Blender, all environment will be converted into the cloud data, the point data, that, yeah, data point. Yeah, that's why this is the material you need to, let's say, once I import everything, they will be asking, yeah, the texture map. Yeah, even if you on, I think, let's say, yeah, the options, once you activate the camera tracking, yeah, even you can import, yeah, FBX. Once you import, there is a camera, but this is by default, yeah, the camera from your phone. Yeah, yeah, this is why this is more faster because camera there, everything there, animation there. Yeah, see, let's say this is the camera from your phone. See, so I try to play, see everything there. Yeah, so I only hide this point cloud data. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. After this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is only once you preview. Yeah. This is same. Let's say if you using Blender, same. Yeah. Yeah. See. This is the, let's say, yeah. Let's say I only show, yeah, the cut. Yeah. This is the camera file. Yeah, this is the camera tracking. Let's say, I want to export the camera tracking, only the camera. Yeah, so this is the camera file, yeah, with the FBX type. Yeah, this is why more easy, everything they can. After you select your camera, there is a data animation motion. Yeah, animation data. Yeah, that's give some options to user, which one they want to do. Hey, I want to do some animations. Hey, I want only camera. yeah, camera tracking, yeah, camera tracker. Yeah, this is more easy. Okay. So this is how to import, and then let's say, hey, after I import, so I want to do some fix the animation. Yeah, let's say at the end, let's say, hey, this motion's supposed to be here, not here. Yeah, that's why, hey, I want to edit this position to these positions. Yeah, so yeah, this is how. Yeah, this is how to let's say how to edit in Maya. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to X-ray because I need to do some, yeah, have the standard. This is the standard rig. Yeah, everything there. So I want to edit. That's why I need to the control. Yeah, how to convert. Yeah, how to convert the default or the rig default from from the Autodesk Flow Studio into using the control rig. Yeah, that's why, yeah, I'm using the human IK. Yeah, Maya on the human IK. This is more give you more easier, more not easy, more faster. Yeah, more faster. Okay. So I choose the rig data here, and then I create the character definitions. Yeah, to create character definition, because the goal, I want to create the control rig. So I want to change the position, right, from this to this. Yeah, that's why once you selected the default rig, yeah, so you don't have any control rig. That's why is, let's say, hey, I want to put the keyframe, yeah, so you don't have the control rig. I think it's more complicated, yeah, for the next. That's why if give you some more easy, yeah, more fast. Okay, I just, this is the human IK. Maybe you familiar with this. Okay, so I only click the pelvis area here, yeah, to get the data, and then I go to the edit until they load. Yeah, so the load definition, because this is the standard, so I don't want to create from the zero. Yeah, from the zero. So this is easy because the Maya on they have the template. Yeah, because this is the standard. Yeah, like a standard, yeah, humanoid rig. That's why I only load character definition template. Yeah, to bring the template. Yeah, to embed the character the template. Yeah, load the template. This is by default. Template human IK, HIK. Okay, so no worries because this is the yellow, which means we need to consider. Okay, so I'm back the definitions. Automatically, your default rig file in right now, they have the control rig. Yeah, fast. Yeah. Okay, even you can set a, let's say, this position to this position, so you can put, yeah, to this. Okay, yeah, let's say in this, let's say I want to embed with the character. Yeah, let's say, hey, I have my own the CG character, so I want to embed with this motion data. How? Yeah. So before I do the embed, yeah. So I need to back anything, back the skeleton, yeah, everything there to control rig, yeah, especially for the control rig. When you see they running, they back, they can read all the data, the animations. Okay, okay. After this, okay, yeah. So why we need to bake? Because I don't want to break, yeah, any animation by default from the Autodesk Flow. That's why I want to put, yeah, the keyframe, yeah. So I need to bake, yeah. I need to bake all the control rig, the animation from default. Okay. So after this, let's say I want to put keyframe. This is more easy because right now the character is ready to set up, ready to do some, let's say, hey, I want to this frame, I want to put another keyframe. Yeah, see, when you see my screen right now, my hand here over the character, yeah, they threw, yeah, they threw. So I want to change this position to fix, yeah, this position to this. to set this keyframe, yeah, to edit the keyframe. Yeah, that's why you need to bake, yeah, your bake control rig. Okay. Yeah, so even though you can, let's say I want to do some with the grab editor, yeah, because don't worry, because all the things animation right now, so you can do the customize your animations. Even you can change these positions. Even let's say I want to cut, or I want to uh, is in is out, yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay. So let's say I have the, because this is ready, yeah, everything ready. Let's say I have the my own character, my own CG. So I want to embed, yeah, to the control rig. Yeah, how? Yeah. So this is the way how to embed the control rig. You can bring your, let's say, so this character from the Maximo, yeah, from the Maximo, Adobe Maximo free, so you can there, yeah, when you play around, so you can try same. I just select, and then yeah, this the control rig I already exist. Yeah, this is more easy. Just click the source, yeah, of the character, and yeah, bam, yeah, automatically they follow your uh, follow your let's say the motion capture data. Even there is a bit more complex, yeah, even I have motion builder can, yeah, if you have the motion builder, you can bring your motion capture data to motion builder, yeah, to fix everything, yeah, because motion builder is focusing for the cleaning, yeah, to clean your mocap data. Yeah, that's why you can bring your data from the Autodesk Flow to motion builder, and from motion builder I think it's more easy to combine, yeah, to combine with Maya. Yeah, okay. So I move. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think this is the simple one that I show how to embed from data from Autodesk Flow to Maya, and then you can do the control rig, yeah, everything change, and then you can custom your animation until you embed your own character. Okay, so I move. I think this let's say I have the my own CG character. Yeah, this character by default, so you can download is free inside in Autodesk Flow. But the first, there is you need to install the add-on. See, when you see my screen right now, there is the Flow Studio add-on. So you can read, let's say I have a Blender, so you can read there is a Blender add-on, Maya add-on, Unreal add-on. So you can download, yeah, and then you can install. Yeah, let's say in Maya, so you can put the file into the plugin folder, or either you can go to the Windows plugin to activate. But basically, once you open your Maya, this is automatically here. Yeah. So this the Flow Studio add-ons. Yeah. This function to check. Yeah. So before you export, you need to follow. Yeah. You need to follow naming. Why? Because the naming must be are the same. Yeah. The group. Yeah. Especially because once you missing, it will be a lot of notification sometimes. Yeah, they pop up. Hey, this rig, yeah, even they put some the red sign. Hey, this is the indicator become red. Yeah, so you need to consider is this is the naming. Even you can bring, let's say, the group file, let's say, to the upper or lower. Yeah, I think you can read. Yeah, how to add on, yeah, how to export your character. Okay, so even let's say I already installed, but there is no add-on button inside my Maya. Yeah, why? So you can go to the plugin manager, then you scroll down until you have flow. Yeah, flow. Yeah, flow. There is a flow, Flow Studio. Yeah, Flow Studio. Flow.python. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I move. Yeah. So this is the way. This is the how to Yeah, so you can go to Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, even you can download the character. Yeah, and then this is how to, let's say you using, yeah, you need to consider because the example when you on your character, yeah, I believe you create the mode with the blend shape. Yeah, so you can read here. Yeah, so what need should, yeah, or what should to do with the blend shape, even the, even, yeah, when you character they on the, the hair. Yeah, the hair. Yeah, so you need to read, yeah, how to, yeah, again. Okay, so I move. Okay, this is the why, this is need the validations. Yeah, why? Because they will be mapping, yeah, your character naming inside it outliner with this Autodesk Flow, yeah, with, supposed to be synchronized. After synchronized, there is will be green, yeah, green light, which mean this your character already, yeah, to export, yeah, to this, Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Okay, this the Maya add-on, so you can follow. Yeah, you can watch. Yeah, the step. See. Yeah, this is the examples. So I click. This is check button because this is by default. By default, Autodesk Flow. Yeah, I think some. Yeah, this is, which mean this is the green and indicator. Yeah, green, which mean everything, the correct directions. Yeah, the correct direction. That's why this will be indicate if any, let's say this is red. Yeah, you need to check. Yeah, check. And also this is help, so they can guidance. Yeah, once you help, wait, uh this is error, this is issue, how come, how to solving. Yeah, so you can go to the help because this is will be guide you, yeah, to follow the step, the correct step. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is, yeah, you can follow the step. Yeah, this is the scene validations. Okay, okay, so I move. Okay, yeah, after all the things, and then I can check to the script editor. Yeah, the script editor, this will be indicator where the character. Yeah, after this data export to, this is my, folder. Yeah, so I can check. Okay, the data character successfully. Yeah, this is also indicator is something wrong. This will be list. Yeah, error, what error. But I think basically when the first time when you have the error, yeah, the character validation will be shown. Yeah, so no worry. Yeah, where, the missing step. Yeah, no worry about the missing step. Okay, so I move. Okay, until, okay, once they export everything. Yeah, this the files, material, everything they can export. They automate. Yeah, they export everything, the character and also the metadata. Yeah, this, JSON file. Okay, this, yeah, because I using the default character, so I select it, click. Yeah, you create it, name first. Yeah, this is important. Yeah, let's say I put body. Yeah. So, okay, this model character, so you select it all, including the JSON file. Sorry, including this. If you missing the JSON file, this will be error. Yeah, the first time I thought, I only the character, the FBX with this material. But once I export, there is a issue. Yeah, the pop-up notification because this metadata will be mapping. Yeah, your data character with the mechanism, yeah, the mechanism from the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, okay. So after you upload it, yeah, let's say, yeah, this my character before. Yeah, now, just follow the textures. Okay, so let's say I'm using the footage, the same footage. Okay, I bring. So at this time, I'm using my character. Yeah, my character. Again, that's only to step next until there is a notifications. You need to choose your own character or the template character. Okay, so you just click finish. This is the finish. Yeah, I think this is the final. Yeah, see the material, everything there, the animations. This is the custom character. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the footage will be embedded to the footage. See? Yeah. Except the shadow, yeah, except the shadow. Yeah, if you see the mirror, yeah, it will be reflect, yeah, reflect your own character, your footage, yeah, your footage. Okay. So this is how to we collaborate with this with the your own character. Okay. So the next, yeah, if you play around with the game, yeah, with the game, I think mostly meta human, yeah. So this is the flow, yeah. So I only maybe I show you. So this video I took from the YouTube, so you can go there for the moment.
Introducing MetaHuman Animation Support. Now, you can generate MetaHuman body animation directly from your footage using the AI Motion Capture project type. Just drag and drop the new MetaHuman character from the library onto your actor and customize the body type like gender, height, and weight with root motion automatically recalculated for smooth, natural transitions. With just a few clicks, you can export your MetaHuman skeleton as a USD file and bring it straight into Unreal Engine. Preview your results in real time, fine-tune every gesture and nuance, and carry it through to your final render. Whether you're making a cinematic sequence or game prototype, go from performance to polished animation with speed and creative control. Try it today in Autodesk Flow Studio.
Okay, yeah, that's the Autodesk Flow and the Meta Human. Okay. So this is the maybe the question who using the Wonder Dynamic, yeah, or the Autodesk Flow. Yeah, the first, this is the video from the Linking Park. Yeah, so from the emptiness machine. Yeah, all these animations, especially for the motion capture, sorry, motion capture data, they using Autodesk Flow. Yeah, let me see. Sorry. So this is the video maker.
Scene 1A, take one. Camera rolls.
Feel? Yeah. It would be cool if it transitioned into that.
First, we're going to do a big loop around you to get your entire body.
Yeah, they capture with the sorry, the camera, the professional camera. They can bring all data to the motion capture. So the character, the actor behind, yeah, actor behind. Let's say the drummer, they play drama and then they capture. They can embed, yeah, embed into the data. Yeah, that's why this is the Linking Park with the Autodesk Flow Studio. Yeah, I think they're using previously they're using the Wonder Dynamic Autodesk Flow Studio.
Scene 1A.
Okay, so this is the tiers. Yeah, the tiers. Yeah, so let's say Autodesk Flow available for the free. Yeah, again free is the limited. Yeah, very limited. Yeah, you only let's say 300 credit. Yeah, again credit is how long. Yeah, how long the footage, the video you created. Yeah, yeah, it's depend. Yeah, again the long video is will be cut your credit. Yeah, again, and this is only the 1% motion capture. Yeah, how about the more than one motion capture? Yeah, let's say in standard only 3%. Yeah, the higher is the enterprise. Yeah, again 7%. You capture your hand with your camera phone. Yeah, everybody you can change into your the character. Yeah, again this is the tiers. Yeah, the package. Yeah, Flow Studio, Free Light, Standard Pro, and Enterprise. So you can see. Yeah. yeah, if you, yeah, later if you, this is interesting, so you can contact the progressive team, yeah, about this, the Flow Studio uh, pricing. Okay, so this is the, yeah, this is the example. Sorry. Yeah, this is the
Cordo
implementation.
Digital
This
is
is
a really
quite
cool
video,
studio. It's
quite
about
good video.
12, 15 people at any given time. We've been around for over 10 years at this point, and we primarily focus on making action comedy VFX-based short films, and it's a lot of fun.
We're constantly looking for ways to save time because, you know, we don't have the same deadlines as feature films, right? We're putting out videos every week.
The thing about doing virtual characters is it's a huge pain in the butt. Years ago, I made an entire 20-minute short film featuring a virtual character. It was called Scooty. Camera tracking, motion tracking, all of the lighting. It took months and months of constant work on the VFX. Last year I worked on a short film called There's an Alien in My House, and it was a challenge because on top of all those VFX, we had to do it in the span of about 2 weeks, which is just a ridiculous deadline for anything involving virtual characters. When I heard about Wonder Studio, I was like, this is amazing. You can fully film a short film the way you would normally and film your actors on camera and be able to direct them naturally, and then just pipe it into the software and it spits out a virtual character, and you don't have to do all of that manual work of the tracking and the mocap and the clean plates and everything. It just allows a much more free-flowing creative process of working with actors.
The ability of Wonder Studio to play nice with all of the other tools that we have in our pipeline is, to me, the most exciting thing about it and the most useful thing about it.
It lets you export the camera data and the lighting and the motion capture. And so for certain situations on my project where I needed a little bit more artistic control, I could go into that third-party program and use Wonder Studio's output to help assist me as an artist.
Over the last few years, we've played with a lot of different AI tools. Wonder Studio allows an artist to still be an artist. It allows you to focus on being creative, and the software just takes care of the boring parts.
A lot of the time, as an independent artist, you want to make really ambitious projects that just aren't feasible. But, you know, sometimes you have to do it as one person. You don't have a bunch of money or a bunch of people backing you, and you still have this creative vision that you want to express. And so Wonder Studio is going to be an invaluable tool for these kinds of people where they can go after more of those ambitious ideas and shoot for the stars.
Okay, yeah, this is a good video. How to describe Autodesk Flow Studio on the pipeline. So, okay, yeah, this is the example. So I move. Yeah, this is again about the AI revolutionary with the NBZ. They're using the, yeah, this is the example. Yeah, they're using the news. Yeah, the news. Yeah, with the motion, with the Autodesk Flow Studio. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Again, the motion Autodesk Flow Studio is storytelling plus technology. Yeah, I think everybody on the story. So Wonder Studio, Autodesk Flow Studio, it's help people to create the story. Yeah, that's the tagline of the Autodesk Flow Studio: storytelling and technology. Okay, one thing before we end of this presentations. So this is the next, not the next move. This is already have inside in Maya. They call the AI things. Yeah, the AI things, the motion maker. What is the motion maker? So I will give you some idea, a short, only short video about the motion maker.
What if this motion wasn't animated frame by frame over hours? What if it just moved like this in minutes? Meet Motion Maker, a generative animation tool that handles most of the heavy lifting, so you can focus on refining motion. It's powered by Autodesk AI and built right into Maya. Here's how it works. Start Motion Maker, create a character, set some keyframes in space or draw a motion path. Hit generate, and there you have it. Believable animation for you to work off. Let's be real. Animating locomotion sequences are labor-intensive and time-consuming. So Motion Maker transforms this process by combining machine learning, motion capture, and keyframing.
Okay, Yeah, this is the motion maker or the AI. Yeah, coming in 2026 update one. Yeah, if you own the versions 2026, yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. I think in update one is more they more precisely lah. Yeah, to do some the animation things. Yeah, I think the summarize. Yeah, how to create some like a walking cycle, running cycle. Yeah, I think the animator especially they create from reference. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we need to have the reference video to create the walk cycle, the running cycle. Yeah, but this is, let's say, is when you have in the stage of the pre-productions. Yeah, I think is give you some idea more faster. Why? Because motion maker they can predict. You just only put, yeah, the icon to one point to another point, and the AI, yeah, from the Autodesk Maya, yeah, this will be predict, yeah, from one to another point with the cycle. Even you can assign, let's say, this frame I want to jump. Yeah, there is a jump also available, not only for the humanoid. Let's say I have the quadruped. A quadruped, let's say a dog, a cow, anything. Yeah, so they can cap they available template. Yeah, this is the available template. Yeah, but I believe in the next it will be add more. Yeah, yeah, I hope. Yeah, I believe. Yes. Yeah, they add more. But in this stage, I think this is more help. Yeah, to create some, I think, daily lah, daily for animator like the walk cycle, running cycle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think this, so you can, let's say, if this is interesting, so you can see on the Autodesk. Yeah, there is the a lot of the motion maker. Okay. So, okay, we have the Q&A. Q&A, you can